Of all the different organisms on our planet, common sense dictates that humans are the most advanced, capable of thought, reasoning, and emotions. But do plants possess these abilities as well? Shocking new evidence suggests they might. And even more mysterious, they may have the power of ESP. Is this science fiction or science fact? Today, Weird or What attempts to find the answer with a remarkable experiment that confounds the senses. Our story begins in Italy, where Carlo Chignozzi runs a 24-acre vineyard in the Tuscan hills. A music lover, Carlo is known to serenade his grape pickers with an accordion. In 2002, Carlo stumbled upon something extraordinary. In an environmentally friendly way to prevent pests from ruining his crop, Carlo placed loudspeakers throughout his vineyard, playing classical music 24 hours a day. The results were astounding. Not only were the pests frightened away, something else happened, something bizarre. The grapevines nearest the speakers grew 50% larger than the rest of the crop, matured more quickly, and even grew towards the source of the music.
It's fantastic to see. It's impossible to believe. The bunches are 4 times more. For example, they leave 2 times more. So the sound is like light.
Did the plants respond to music? Do they have feelings? The answer is stranger than fiction. A bizarre phenomenon in an Italian vineyard seems to suggest the incredible. Grapevines, exposed to music, grow faster than the rest of the crop, even growing towards the music's source. Could plants have an intelligence science has yet to fathom? Botanist Dr. J.D. Mather says the grapevine's response to music can be simply explained.
Basically, we are talking about vibrations. Plants are able to exhibit primary perception. They can pick up happenings from their surroundings, and that can be read out as electrical impulses. As far as classical music is concerned, perhaps there are certain tones, certain timbre, certain levels of vibration that plants are more responsive to in that particular music.
Sound waves are vibrations in the air made up of different frequencies. The vibrations caused by the sound of music can be felt by the plants in their leaves or in the soil. Research suggests the sound stimulates genes that control growth, leading to bigger and healthier plants. Susan Dudley, a plant evolutionary ecologist, has another theory why Carlo's grapevines grow so dramatically. She believes it concerns how the plants in the vineyard are related to each other.
Every plant has a mother and a father. The vineyard in Tuscany could be doing better because they're planted next to their siblings. For some plants, we know the plants do better when they're planted next to their siblings.
To create a consistent grape, most vineyards use cuttings from healthy plants and then graft them onto rootstock. This means that often, most of the vines in a given field are genetically related clones.
I went looking to see whether plants could recognize who their relatives were and behave differently with those relatives. What we found is that plants respond differently to liquid in which other seedlings had been in.
Plants compete for limited resources like sunlight, nutrients, and water. Dudley's research has shown that when certain plants grow beside their kin, they work together for mutual survival and are therefore more likely to all do well.
With a winery, usually vintners are planting all the same kind. They're not planting very different kinds together, so rather than better sharing because they're different, they might be sharing better because they're less competitive with each other.
Do Dudley's theories solve the mystery in the Italian vineyard? If the answer involves family ties or sound frequencies, why would only some vines grow towards the speakers? Could the answer be far stranger than anything even science fiction writers might imagine? Could, as many researchers believe, vines and other plants be sentient beings capable of displaying conscious choice?
I believe plants can sense. Now, whether they can sense precisely our thoughts or the thoughts of other animals around them really remains to be proven.
Botanist J.D. Mather and his assistant Zach are going to put their theory to the test. Connecting a plant to a state-of-the-art polygraph or lie detector, sensors will monitor subtle changes in the plant's electrical activity, revealing how it responds to various stimuli. A noticeable spike in the readings could suggest the plant can respond to human thought.
I'm absolutely curious about what is the outcome from this particular experiment.
J.D. and Zach begin by testing what many gardeners believe to be a fact, that plants respond well to human touch.
Lightly brushing the leaves and the stems of the plant.
No, sorry, Zach.
There is no response. Next, they attempt what few scientists have ever tried before.
Threatening thoughts.
Using threatening body language and thought, they are attempting to discover if plants have extrasensory perception.
No response so far?
No response.
That's all I got. Yeah. We haven't gotten any responses yet, eh?
With no tangible results so far, J.D. and Zach decide to raise the intensity for their next experiment by threatening the plant with physical violence.
Hold on. So as soon as you were on the way to cut it, there's a huge spike. That's really interesting because it was at a lower level, spiked up, came down, went up again, and then has now started resting at another level. So the spike actually comes prior to your action.
The result is remarkable. Before the plant was cut, a huge spike appeared on the polygraph. Was this a physiological response by a plant in imminent danger? Did the plant read Zach's mind?
This was almost the perfect moment for a plant to have become anxious when you reached it with the scissors with a very clear intention, at least in your mind, unspoken. So, again, maybe we are looking at something real. Scientifically speaking, this hardly would count as a result unless we could repeat it multiple times. But the fact is, and it comes as a major surprise to me because I was not expecting this at all.
Although inconclusive, this experiment shocked the scientists. Can we prove what many already believe, that plants are able to think and feel? If true, it could mean a dramatic change in the way the entire human race interacts with this mysterious form of life. Weird or what?